Good afternoon, educators. Welcome to Minggu Belajar bersama Mentari Teachers Academy with the topic Master the Knowledge to Teach Phonics Online More Interactive and Creatively for Preschool. Presented by Mentari Group and Mentari Teachers Academy. This is teacher training and development programs that are consistent and sustainable, created to be a platform for educators across Indonesia to share and grow together. For 2 hours ahead, me, Mardana, will lead this agenda. Now, before we start our agenda, let me inform you of some regulation for our event. First, the trainer will start and deliver his materials at 2 p.m. So make sure you have a stable internet connection. Next, while the trainer is delivering his materials, your microphone will be muted. Next, only the trainer can deliver the materials. Next, we will have a Q&A session at the end. If you have any question, please type on the chat box. We also open for Q&A directly by using raise hand feature in Zoom. Bapak dan Ibu, peserta akan diberikan kesempatan untuk mengajukan pertanyaan secara langsung dengan menggunakan fitur raise hand yang dibatasi untuk 2 pertanyaan di akhir acara. Pun jika Bapak dan Ibu memiliki pertanyaan selama sesi, silakan gunakan fitur chat box untuk menuliskan pertanyaan Anda. Next. And the trainer will give a chance to the participants to ask by activating participants' audio. Now, today's training material will be available for download at the end of the session. Educators, before we start the event, please fill the attendance form through the link that is displayed on the screen or use the link on the chat column. Bapak dan Ibu, berikut kami tampilkan tautan formulir kehadiran. Silakan diisi sekarang dan mohon diperhatikan pada saat mengisi nama lengkap dan alamat email agar tidak terjadi kesalahan. Kami berikan waktu sekitar 2 menit untuk bisa mengisi attendance form ini terlebih dahulu. We would like to say our heartfelt appreciation for all of you from all across Indonesia, from Ambon, from Aceh, Bandung, Jakarta, Jember, Jombang, Makassar, and all the other areas for joining our session today. And now, educators, without further ado, let's start our session by watching the trainer's profile video. Educators, please welcome Mr. Todd Cordy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Mardana, and thank you, Miss Irene. Welcome, everybody, to preschool session for Minggu Belajar bersama dengan NTA. Session in July. Yes, can you just put your hand up at the screen so I can see how many people joined this session last time? Just so I need to know how much to explain again. Okay, anybody attend last time? Put your hand up. Okay, great. We've got a lot of new faces. Fantastic. And also, before we start, if you are from Java, can you put your hands up from Java? Hands up. Great. What about if you're from Kalimantan? Put your hands up. Anybody from Kalimantan? Great, thank you. Anybody from Sumatra? I know we had a few people from Sumatra. Put your hands up, please. Great. What about from Sulawesi? Yes, Sulawesi. Great. And finally, the other places, maybe East Nusa Tenggara. I think we had someone from Ambon, I think. So put your hands up. Give me a wave. Great, thank you. Okay, so let's get started. As I do when I teach kindergarten, we're going to start with a song. So let's just start with a song to get ourselves warmed up today. You've heard this song before, maybe not. Melody first, and then next I'll get you to sing. But first, we just need to listen, okay? Can you hear? Yes? No?
Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. Jelly.
Mr. Todd,
Yes?
can you checklist the box of the sound?
Oh, that's happened again, has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, just one moment, please. Let's try again. This we need. Yes. Okay, let's try again. Sorry about that.
Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Wibble wobble, jelly on a plate.
Okay, so that's the basic melody or the basic tune, but instead we're going to... This is to make it more interactive for students, so you can get your kindergarten children to move. It also helps you see who is paying with our hands. So it will be jelly on a plate, no, jelly on my hands, jelly on my hands, wibble wobble, jelly on my hands. So we say a different body part, and each time we choose a different thing. It could be jelly on my nose, eyes, or jelly on my ears. So we choose a different body part that we move around with jelly. It's very easy. So let's play the music and let's sing along. First, we'll do hands. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll actually unmute the microphone for everybody. If we could do that, Madana. Unmute everybody so I can hear everybody sing along. Otherwise, it's a bit strange. Okay, great. Let's do it together. Are you ready? Let's start with hands.
Ready.
Okay. It's a bit noisy, but that's okay.
Oh, it's okay kasi walaupun noisy.
Jelly on my hand, jelly on my hand. Wibble wobble, jelly on my hand, jelly on my hand, jelly on my hand. Wibble wobble, jelly on my hand. Let me show you this. Jelly on my shoulders,
Jelly on my shoulder. Jelly on my shoulder.
on my lips, jelly on my lips.
Halo, suster. Halo, suster.
On my eyes. So you can do this with, yeah, let's mute everyone. Thanks, great. Thank you everybody for joining in. You can do this song with any body part. Oh, no, stop. Arms, you can do legs, you can do body, and moving around. So again, thank you for coming. Today's part 2 of looking at phonics. What we're looking at today is looking at creative ways. So a lot of today we will be doing activities. We're focusing on vowels. Last time we looked at single letter consonants, short vowels, and CVC. So this is like the 6 words. That's kind of the end, if we have time, and of course discussion. So if we look at phonics, we start with sound. That's step number 1. And then we look at phonics, which is step number 2. We see here that learning experts suggest that vocabulary, phonemic awareness, phonics, and vocabulary are all good for preschool and kindergarten. Really, it's grade 1 when we're looking at things like fluency. But we'll look at some ideas for that. We're going to focus mainly on the phonics and vocab for today. That's our focus. So again, what is phonics? Phonics looks at the connection between how it's written and the sound it makes. That's what phonics is. Because for children, they don't know the letters or what sound they make. For English, it's particularly difficult because our spelling is irregular. In Indonesian, phonics is easy because you read it the same every time. But English is complicated. We have a lot of changes and things that are not regular. So English phonics is a little bit more challenging. What is the purpose? Of course, the purpose is for students to be able to see a letter or a group of letters and be able to think of the sound it makes. This is the beginning of reading. So they see the word cat, k, a, t. They can say the sounds and then blend them together. So that's what we're looking at. And decoding. Decoding is when they see a word and they can read k, a, t, and then put it together, cat. It's for spelling, reading, and writing. That's what we're here for today. Now, if you're looking at the different types of phonics materials, we have a wide range of kindergarten materials available, and I'm sure most of you are using them. Most of you are already using our books. If you're looking at ASTA, we have OWL and Sounds Great, and they start with A, B, C, D, E, F, going through the stages of phonics in order. Also, Family and Friends from Oxford does it this way. Yes, so this is an example from Sounds Great. Sounds Great follows this, and this is a systematic method. Today we are looking at level 3 and level 4. Level 2 and level 1 were in July. We may have that video of the training available, I'm not sure, but you can ask in the chat box if you want to find out about the video from last time, the recording. Perhaps you can access that, I'm not sure. Again, also our series, a series that I wrote, this is like a practice book for young learners that also follows alphabetical system. Cambridge follows more of like a, it's not really jolly phonics, but they follow how popular they are or how common they're used. Rainbow English is another series I wrote, and this is thematic. So this is not A, B, C, D, E, F. It's based on what the vocabulary is. So there's different approaches to phonics. But whatever the book you use, or even if you don't use a book, the principles of teaching phonics is the same, but how we do it is different. Of course, everything you see today is adaptable. That means it doesn't matter which book you use, you'll be able to use these activity ideas. The three key things for phonics learning is establish a routine. That means each time you present a new sound, it should be in the same kind of way. How I start phonics activities is I always sing the alphabet song first. Every time before phonics, we sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That helps students prepare, okay, it's phonics time. So, and establish a routine, I always sing A, B, C, D before we do letter work or phonics work. Clear modeling, this means that you need to be able to say the sounds very clearly, or if you are having difficulty, find a CD or even a YouTube video to help you with that. And varied practice. Children do not have a good memory. The brain has and easily, yes? We constantly have to repeat. VAK, does anybody know what VAK means? VAK? You can put in the chat box. You can type in the chat box if you know what VAK means. VAK, anybody? VAK, type in the chat box. I'll give you a hint. VAK. Anybody? Yep, good, thank you. Visual, audio, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Indrasari. Yes, video, audio, and kinetic or kinesthetic. So we have to do activities where they look, which is the screen, yes. Activities they will hear, which is you or the CD, and things that they can do. So with phonics, it's really helpful to have actions. And I'm going to show you those today. Because phonics is a bit strange for children. It's a bit abstract. And 4 skills, meaning reading, listening, speaking, and writing. They need practice at all of those things to be able to remember a sound. Again, a review from last time, but we have so many people here that are new, so that's a useful task to do. What do students need to know about the alphabet? I'm going to actually call on some people to do this. So if anybody would like to volunteer, please raise your hand. If not, I will just choose people. What do students need to know about a letter? Let's say I'm teaching the letter A or B. What do students need to know about it? Would anybody like to be brave and give us an answer? Anybody? Okay. Looks like I'm going to choose. Maybe internet connection's not so good, maybe. Maybe Miss Bernadette. Miss Bernadette. Okay, maybe let's talk to first. Yes, Miss Bernadette, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Great. Good afternoon. Where are
Good
you?
afternoon, sir.
Where are you at the moment? Which city are you in?
I'm in Calapagating, sir.
Okay, great. Not far from me. I'm in Serpong, Alam Sutra at the moment in Jakarta. So, what do students need to know about a letter?
They should know the sound and how to write the letter.
Good. The sound. Yep. The sound and how to write it. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. In its full form, that they need to know the name of each letter, what it looks like, the sound it makes, and how to write it. So yes. So the name is, for example, A, B, C. What it looks like is that's letter A, that's letter B, and they can point to it, and they can identify it on a whiteboard or a screen. The sound it makes, yes, and how to write it. So there are the 4 things. After the session today, you will get a PDF of the slides, so you'll have all of the information here. You don't need to worry too much about making notes if you don't want to. Please feel free if you want to. So there's 4 things. And for today, because we're looking at more advanced sounds, they need to know the names of all of the letters before we start digraphs and diphthongs. Okay? When we do a phonics lesson, which may be 10 minutes or 15 minutes only, that's how long I suggest a phonics lesson is when you have a new sound. 15 minutes probably maximum. Present, drill, check, and practice. They're the 4 things that we need to do. So what do they mean? This is a matching activity for you guys to do. So here we have on the left of the screen, present, drill, check, practice. Could you please match each stage to its description? Because present is not speaking and writing. No, that's something else. So can you match 1, 2, 3, 4 to A, B, C, D? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute and you can write your answers in the chat box. This is just some thinking music. Please match 1 to 4 to A to D. You can type your answers in the chat box when you think you know them. Great. Amadel has done it quickly. Good. Anybody else think they know the answer? Good. One more minute. Okay, that means the song is finished. That means time's up. Yes, I think most people have got it right there. Yes, great. Let's take a look. So here we have, one is C. One is C, yes, one is C, meaning that we present by model the sound and show the letters. That's the first step that we need to do. Second step is drill. That is repeat sound by drilling. This is best done by chanting or singing. Why? If I just say to students, repeat after me, b, 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 boring. We should be doing with actions, chanting, songs, something that's active and fun. Check is when I'm doing some maybe things like matching or which is letter A, what color is letter B, this kind of matching activity. And of course practice is speaking or writing, because we want to move not just from sound but also the sound in words to make it useful. If you are teaching nursery or beginning Teka A, maybe you just do up until 1, 2, 3 if you're not using words yet. But yes. Oh. Here is another matching activity. Today we're looking at these 3 types of phonics sounds. We have long vowels, we have digraphs, and we have diphthongs. Could you please match each type of sound to its description? Again, I'll play the song, and when the time's up, when the song's up, the time's up. Who are typing their answers in there. Okay. About 10 seconds, I think. Everyone's answering the same way. Good. That's enough. Okay. Let's take a look here. Yes, a long vowel, a vowel that is pronounced the same way as the name of as the B is not a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. It's the long sound. Often this is represented by two letters in English. A digraph is a sound formed by the combination of, a digraph is, I've got that wrong. Sorry, I'm wrong. That's wrong. It should be BCA, like you were all saying. Yes. Let me just fix that right now so there's no confusion. So we don't get anybody confused with what's going on here. Okay, apologies, just 1 second. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, there we have the correct answers. Yes, BCA, as you were saying. A digraph is two letters written as one sound, and a diphthong is a sound formed by a combination. Okay, so let's take a look at those. Actually, in English, we also have trigraphs and we have quadgraphs. That's really primary level, so I wouldn't worry about these for phonics in kindergarten. But if you're teaching primary, then this is also useful. They're called a trigraph or a quadgraph. Now here we have the sounds of English, all 44 of them, in standard British and Australian English. I'm Australian. American English has less sounds. American English is simplified. So if you are following a British English book or American English book, then you need to really listen to the CD to see how they're making that sound. It's best if you just choose one. It doesn't really matter which one, but it's useful if you follow the CD if you're using a CD. There are two ways that I'm going to look at today for presenting new sounds. One is systematic, that is, here is the sound, then here are some words, or analytic, which is here is a song, or here is a nursery rhyme. For example, row, row, row your boat, and there's lots of O, O, O sound, but we do the song first, and then we look at the sound second. Both ways have advantages and disadvantages. Maybe you also mix it up. I find systematic a bit easier for low levels and beginners. So that's what we're going to look at first. Here are some examples of digraphs, common digraphs for the kindergarten level. Yes, and they cause a bit of trouble here. Ch, sh, th, and w, w. In some parts of the UK, they pronounce it wh, but standard English is just w, one sound, w, w, just like a W. And we're going to focus on the first two, ch and sh, today. So how do we present them? How do we do it in the first time? So let's say you're following a book. Sounds great. One of our series is a pure systematic phonics book that introduces each sound. So even if your school is not using it as your course book, it's a good reference book for teachers. And we're doing ch and sh as beginning and end sounds. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We can't ask our students just to open up and read because they don't know what to do. So we have a chant. When I am putting these digraphs together, I have a chant, and this is it. Okay? You guys, so I want you to repeat after me. Madana, are you there? Can you unmute everybody's microphone? Or Ludi, if you're there, can you unmute everybody's microphone? I want to be able to hear everyone. Phonics is no good if you cannot hear everyone. Great. So, I just want you to repeat after me, please. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
Are
ready.
you ready?
Yes.
So, repeat after me. I know two letters that make one sound.
I know two letters that make one sound.
C H
H,
E H
ch 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 ch. Very good. Now, just so that you can see the words that I use, but with my students, I just use this, okay? So I know two letters that make one sound.
I know two letters that make one sound.
Sound. So, and good. Okay, let's mute everyone. Mute everyone. It's a bit noisy, a bit confusing. That's okay. So let's mute everybody. Please continue, but we'll have the sound off just so everyone can hear me do it. Okay, are you ready? I know two letters that make one sound.
I know the two letters that make one sound.
Everyone. Okay, let's mute everyone again. Very good. Great. Okay, let's mute. How do I mute everyone? Okay. Okay, great. As well, if you note here that the colors blending, yellow and blue, make green. So if we're also wanting to have, especially if this is a maybe Tech B or a grade 1, that you're also starting to play with color, then this is a good way to show that they're blending. So k and h, or C and H make ch. You can either say the names of the letters for higher levels or make the sound for lower. K and h make ch. Yeah. And you can ask, okay, what happens when you mix yellow with blue? We get green, so we're going to blend them together. And then we would do the same thing for sh. So it's, I know two letters that make one sound. I know two letters that make one sound. S, h, sh, s, h, sh. And again, red and blue make purple. So to get them into that idea of blending. In a classroom, this would be great with paint. Yeah, you have an S and an H or blue Play-Doh or something. But you can do this on the screen. Now, part of making sure they are making the sound, because with all of the students saying the sound, you don't know if they're making it correctly, especially online. It's very difficult. So we need to show them how to do it. Now this is confusing, yes, for students. What's that? Who knows? It's better if you use a photo of a mouth or your own mouth. What is the benefit here? With this annotation of a cloud, yes, because it shows that the air is ch, 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 ch. Time it's puff, 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 ch, ch, mouth open, and ch. Although with COVID, we should probably be doing it like this. Ch, ch, ch. But we can't see their mouth. Yes, it's ch, ch, ch. But what about sh? Sh is not like this. Sh is sh, sh, sh. See the difference? Ch, ch, ch. And sh. The mouth is the same position. The mouth is, but ch makes it go like this. Ch, 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 ch. Like a train. Ch, 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 ch. But this is shh, shh, and it's a long sound. Shh. Okay, so let's repeat, everyone. Let's, with our hands, can I see your hand? And we're going to do ch. I want to do it 5 times. Are you ready? Let's go. Ch, 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 ch. Good job. Now, let's do this sound, shh, but for 5 seconds. Ready? Shh. Very good again. Shh. Excellent. So the difference between those is ch, 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 and shh. Something kinesthetic, showing the mouth, and the hand shows the air, is really, really, really helpful. Again, I found this picture just by Google SH sound English mouth, and it has all of the English sounds done like this with the air. The air is what's also very important, because as I said, ch and sh look the same. The mouth is the same, but it's the air. Ch, 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 and shh. It's another way to get students to move, and it lets you see who is paying attention and who is doing this and not following your lesson. Fantastic. Just out of interest, because this is the hardest sound of English for a lot of non-English speakers, we have, what does the picture show you? The air is pushing out. It's for one of the TH sounds, not both. So is mouth open, teeth, tongue. I hope I brushed my teeth today. And put your tongue just under your teeth and your lips. So it's, we need to push some air, a little bit of air. Yeah. But today we're just focusing on our ch and sh sounds. Again, Google the sound and get the image of the mouth. It makes it so easy for students to see. Now, when we present words, so first we've done the sound. How did we do it? We did it by the chant. After I've shown you a picture of ch, ch, ch and shh, then we do this again. Are you ready? I know 2 letters sound. I know 2 letters that make one sound. K, h, ch, k, h, ch. Very good. I know 2 letters that make one sound. I know 2 letters that make one sound. S, h, sh, s, h, sh. Very good. Now we're ready for words. So here it would be ch, op, chop, ch, op, chop. And then I do an action for the vocab. So the action for my vocab chop is this. So it's ch, op, chop, chop. Ch, op, chop, chop. What about for rich? We do ri, ch, rich, and our action for rich is money, like this. Okay? Yes, give me lots of the money. Are you ready? Rich, rich, rich. So there's 4 actions. Half of the word, rich, together, vocab action. Okay? Are you ready? Let's do these two. Let's start with chop and rich. Okay, everybody? Are you ready? Great. Up, top,
Top.
up.
Up.
So I do it twice, and then I add in the vocab action. So, up, chop. If, ch, up. Again, ch, up, ch, up. Now let's do rich. Rich. We'll do the same for sheep. Are you ready? Ship. Ship is a hard one. Maybe we do ship like say your accent is. Okay, let's everyone please. Great. Everyone, fantastic. Thank you. Yes. So it's the 4 actions: ip, ship, and then whatever your action for a ship is. Maybe like this. The ship. Fish is easy. Teach your actions first. So then we would do that with the rest of the words you want to teach. Maybe they are in your book, or maybe you have a list of words that you want to teach. Then, of course, we would do the action for each word. So chin, chip, maybe lunch, much. Much is a hard one. I would do like much, like a lot of something. Shake is easy, brush is easy, and wash is easy. So here we can combine phonics with some vocabulary teaching if you wish to do that. So now to drill, I have a song. I made this song up and it matches for every digraph. Every digraph you can use the same song. Are you ready? First listen to me and then we'll sing together. We're going to do C and H. Make ch, ch, ch. Ch is my sound like a train. C and H make ch, ch, ch. Ch, ch, ch. Ch, ch, ch. C and H make ch, ch, ch. Like chop, chin, chair. Can't see my chair, but maybe I need a picture of a chair or something. Chair. You can point to your chair, that's okay. So it's, what song is that? Does anyone know the song? It's a common kids song. Type in the chat box if you know. The bus. Yeah, Wheels on the Bus, great. Wheels on the Bus, fantastic. So let's unmute everyone and let's sing the song together. Are you ready? So C and H make ch, ch, ch.
Kami belum ada nih, Miss Dian.
C and H.
C and H make ch, ch, ch.
C and H make
And we do the same for H, S and H, and it's ship, shop. I'm going to buy something. And shirt.
Shop gimana shop?
Shop is like I'm buying
Gimana
something.
shop?
Shop, like I'm buying
Gimana
something.
shop? Shop.
Shop is like I'm buying something. Shop, shop, not ready? 1, 2, 3.
S and H. S and H make sha, sha, sha. sh, 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 sh.
S and H make sh, sh,
And
sh.
H makes a sh, 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 sh. Sh,
And
sh, sh,
H make
sh.
sh.
And H makes sh, sh, like sheep, shepherd.
Now you can use the music, but I find that let's mute everyone. Sorry, can we mute everyone? Thank you. Thank you. We can use music, but I think sometimes the music is too fast. That would be too fast for my students. They're like, whoa, what's going on? Confused. So we can sing at our own pace. You can change the vocabulary to make it something, could be sheep, shop, shirt, shake, whatever you think is easy to act out. Because shop maybe is a bit difficult to do an action for. Oh, not again. If you're looking for more songs and chants, of course, you can make them yourself like I did. Again, this works for T and H, make T and H, make like three, that, think. It's the same. Wheels on the bus can be used for any digraph. Actually, for those who were not here last time, wheels on the bus can be used for any single letter. So it would be letter B goes b, 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 b. Letter B goes b, 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 like baby bear book. So you just need three words that have the sound, wheels on the bus. Yep. Letter M goes It's really easy to adapt it to any single letter sound or a digraph. Okay. Let's now take a look at long vowels. Long vowels again are A, E, I, O, U. What do you notice from the list of words that we see here? Often we have the long vowels are represented by two vowels in spelling, or a Y. A Y like key, E. E is a long E in key. The Y makes it longer. B, leaf, tree, leaf, skate. It's that A sound. A can be AI. So there's lots of different spellings of the long vowels which make English complicated. So how do we do this? First of all, we need to look at how our mouth changes. So when I say A, does my mouth change or stay the same? A, it changes. It starts open and closes a bit. E doesn't really. E is the one that doesn't move. E, it's open. I, A, so we start very open and close a little. O, see my lips are closing slightly? U. So the first thing when we're teaching a new sound, think about the mouth. What is your mouth doing? A, E, I, O, U. And for teaching online, we need to make it bigger, a bit like we're doing like, oh, like a bit like a monkey, but that's okay. It's best if it's very big because students cannot see the difference otherwise. So the first way we do this, again, is a simple song. Are you ready? Let's listen to me first. And then second, we'll do it together. Just listen. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U. This is the long vowel song. Very easy. But with my students, I'm going to show them the letters as I sing them. So it will be, ready? A-E-I-O-U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. And then up the top here, this is the long vowel song. You could also do this with a short vowel song. A, E, I, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. This is the short vowel song. Remember, if we're going to do that, also put the action for long or for short. This is the long vowel song. We could even do actions for the letters A, E, I, O, U to get them making the letters of the alphabet as well. So it might be A, E, I, or it's long vowel, so it's I, O, U. Again, A, we could do it like that. Well, A, E, I, O, U. So let's try this together. Can we have everybody's microphone unmuted, and we're going to sing the long vowel song together. Great. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to do the actions as well. Ready? I can't do the actions because I have to also do this. Okay, are you ready? 2, 3. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. As the long vowel song. Let's try with the short vowel.
What is it?
Let's try with the short sound. Okay, Madonna, can we mute everyone, please?
Instruct, you want to? Udah deh, udah. Bikinnya
Mute everyone, thank you. Yes, so let me just say the sounds again so you can hear. Is that everyone? Yep, great. Okay. It is a like apple. A. Good. E is like egg. E. E is like egg. E. I is like it. It, or sit. It's that I sound. O is ah, like octopus, or on, or off. It's an that sound. And this is like put, or foot even. The spelling is, yeah, put, not not like cut. It's put. Great, but we're not doing short vowels for today. So again, we do the long vowel song, A, E, I, O, U, and then we might look at our vocabulary for today. And here'd be, here, it's not like ch, op, chop. This is different. We're not going to do it like that. This time, we're going to, what we call segment the sound. A, skate. A, tape. A, cake. A, train. So we call segment or cut out the sound, repeat it at the front. A, skate. A, tape. And then we want to probably do an action for the vocab. So skate, you could show someone skating, tape, cake, and train, tree. So whatever your actions are, it helps for them to remember the vocab. Otherwise, they just go rah, 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 and they don't really know what they're doing. Let's try this for E. So tree will be like this, tree. Leaf, we'll just do a shape of a leaf on our hand. I don't have a leaf with me. B, that's easy. And key, we're going to turn the key. Okay? Let's unmute everybody, please. Unmute. Great.
Minum dia.
Let's repeat after me. E, 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 tree. Oh, trees like this. Good. E, 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 leaf.
Leaf.
E,
Bees.
good. E, 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 Let's mute everyone, please, Madonna. Thank you. Let's mute everyone. You can choose words that are more relevant or easier to act out. Leaf is difficult to act like a leaf. Falling off a tree, I don't know. B is easy, key is easy. So choose words that are easy to act out or think of a good action for them. U is the other one. Dime. Dime is an American 10 cents. So I wouldn't choose that word. It's very, very specific. It's not relevant. O, cone. And get them to focus on the long O. O, cone. O, soap. O, globe. O, boat. Maybe I'm doing this with a boat. U is the tricky one. You need to be careful of U, because sometimes it has a y in front of it. Glue, oo, but cube, y, there's a y before that. We don't say cube, it's cube. Ruler and unicorn. So sometimes there's a y sound before the U. If you're unsure, again, listen to the CD with the book or look on the internet and it will, online dictionary, and you can press the audio for how it sounds. We don't say unicorn, it's y, unicorn. There's a slight y sound at the front. I find it really useful if you're doing long vowels to compare them to short vowels. Then students can hear if it's long or short. Long or short. First, I would do something like this. Again, it would be repeat after me. So, Madonna, again, can everybody please unmute or open their microphone? Unmute. Great. And repeat after me. This time, I'm going to just do actions with my fingers as long or short. Are you ready?
Okay.
And I'm going to do, yeah, and I'm going to do sound, word. Okay? So, apple. Good. Egg. Igloo. Ice. Octopus.
Oatmeal.
I would choose a better word. I would use open. Like porridge. Ready? Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
And we have a song. Okay, so let's mute everyone just for the second. Sorry, madam. Thank you. This is a different song. It's not Wheels on the Bus. So let's listen to me first, and then I'll ask you to sing this. Listen to me. Okay. say its name. A. When letter A is long, say its name. A. When letter A is long, say its name out loud and strong. When letter A is long, say its name. A. Good. Okay. So when letter A, you can do a small a, but it's too complicated. So when letter A is long, say its name, and this is a big letter A. So when letter A is long, say its name. A. When letter A is long, when letter A is long, say its name out loud. This is the action for loud and strong. Loud and strong. When letter A is long, say its name. A. You do. Then when letter E is long, say its name. E. When letter E is long, say its name. E. When letter E is long, say its name out loud and strong. When letter E is long, say its name. E. And we repeat. I, letter I. O, letter U. Say its name out loud and strong. Just a few actions to get them interested. It also helps you see who is not singing along. Actions make it very easy to see who's paying attention. Okay, let's do this together. Madonna, can you please unmute everyone? We're going to do letter O. Okay, letter O. Are you ready? Let's play the music.
Ready.
When letter O is long, say its name. O. When letter O is long, say its name. O. When letter O is long, say its name and loud and strong. When letter O is long. And what is the song?
When letter O is long, say its name out loud and strong.
Good. And what is the song? What is the name of the song?
If you're happy and you know it, clap
If
your
you're happy and
hands.
you know it,
Happy.
fantastic.
If
Thank you.
you're
Okay, let's
happy
teach
and you
everyone.
know
Thanks.
it,
For any long vowel, we can use happy and you know it. It's easy. But here we have one of the hard parts of English, the diphthong. The diphthong is a two-vowel blend, like ow, or oi, or oo. So this is some activities for this. Here we have 8 diphthongs in English. And what shape do our mouths make when they produce these sounds? Again, it's a shift. It starts as one sound and shifts to another. So it's not a blended sound, not like s, h, sh. That's one sound. This is actually one sound. So I, o, ow, ow. So when you're teaching the sound, focus on the mouth. Demonstrate to your students or show a video. YouTube has lots of pronunciation. And get them into the physicality of it. So let's say, for example, this is Sounds Great Level 4, and we have the ow sound. Often, a diphthong is represented by different spellings. And here are ow with OU and OW with some common words for that level. So again, how do we do it? We're going to split the word this time. Okay? So it would be our house. And I'm going to do this actually as a rubber band, stretching. Our house. ow, s, mouse. Ow, d, cloud. I'm putting C and L together because that's a blend that we did in level 2, a blend. K, ow, nt. Nt is another blend. So I would put this k, ow, cow. Ow, owl. Brr, ow, brown. Ow, clown. What is the purpose of doing that? We call it segmenting. We're breaking apart a word into chunks. This is to help students read. When they see a new word, how do I say it out loud? So they can look and go, OW is ow. Good. So it helps with the reading process. So first, what did I say? First, we make the sound. Okay, everybody, today we're learning the ow sound. Can you please show me your mouth? Ow. Like, ow, somebody hurt me. Ow. So let's open. Ow. Ow. Can everybody show me their mouths, please? Good, everybody? Ow. Ow. Good. It's open and then close. Like, ow, 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 somebody hurt me. So always make sure when you're teaching sounds that your mouth has, that you're showing them how to physically make the sound. Then we drill the words like I did. H, ow, s, sorry. H, ow, s, house. Ow, s, mouse. And you can do an action for the vocab as well, if you want to. Ow, d, cloud. Oh, cloud. Make sure that they can see pictures of the vocabulary, because here we're focusing on sound, not on meaning so much. So show pictures to make sure. You might have to menjelaskan dalam bahasa Indonesia things like count, because that looks like 3, that picture. 1, 2, 3. So sometimes you might need to. Happy you know it. Let's listen to me first. Together say slow, oi, oi. Oh, no. My mistake. It's O and U. And I should say it's slow. With O and U together, say it slow. Ow, ow. With O and U together, say it slow. Ow, ow. With O and U together, say it slow. When it's better. With O and U together, say it slow. Ow, ow. This is the ow spelling for house. O and U doesn't always make that sound. O and U can also make what other sounds? Or, like for. So diphthongs are challenging because the spelling changes often. But don't worry about that too much. Just focus on what you're teaching that lesson, okay? Let's sing it together. Are you ready? Madonna, can you please unmute everyone? Thank you. And I'm not going to play the song because the song's a bit fast. So let's do it together. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Ready.
Ready.
Maybe we'll play the music with it. Oh, and you together say so. Ow, ow.
Together, say ow. And you together say slowly, not better. And you together say slowly, together say
please, Idana. Thank you.
Oh, and you together say so.
Thank you. So I like to play the music sometimes, but sometimes it's too fast. So often we don't play the music. Now, some of you who know about Jolly Phonics has an action for every sound. And the sound for this ow is ow, like ow, somebody hurt me, ow. For oi is the captain, oi oi. No, that's I. That's like I. And oi is shouting. So if you want to find an action for diphthongs, I suggest that go to YouTube, take a look at the Jolly Phonics diphthong video, and that will teach you the songs for that. Again, more songs and chants are in our books, also YouTube, of course. Other ways we can present a new sound. I'll come back to that later if we have time for group discussion, but because of time, we'll move on to the next stage. So next we have analytic phonics. What is analytic phonics? Well, first of all, we do a song or a story first. We don't just present s, sh, ch, we don't do that first. First we read a story. So here is the SH and CH focus still, but maybe we start with a story first. But what do we do with a story? Whenever you read a story, even if you're doing story time, before you read, you might ask students to look at the pictures first. What can you see? Okay, everybody, what can you see in this picture? What's this? Oh, yes, it's a fish. Remember, you've already... remember. You haven't taught the words yet. So this type of phonics, which is analytic, I think is better for primary or TECA B, because it means they need to know vocabulary already. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest it for TECA A. I would suggest for TECA B or primary 1, because they need already to know vocabulary. This works more. This is more how, this is how we do it in Australia, in our first language. Story first and then sound, but it's not the same for ESL. But it's an option, especially for higher levels. Maybe you're teaching primary or you're tutoring strong students. So what can you see in the picture? What's this? What's this? What color is it? What's he doing? Those kind of questions, and you repeat for all of the parts of the story. Then we can listen to the story. You can play the audio.
Step 3.
Story.
Listen to the story.
So you can play the audio of the story, or you can read. Audio is good, it saves you talking. Or let me show you if you have maybe e-tools for a book. If I can find it. Oh yes, here we are. And so if you're using something like Sounds Great, for example, it has a teacher's CD that has all of the audio, and it has a slight animation. So let's watch it here. Okay.
It is time for lunch. The man has fish, chips, and an apple. He wants more chips. These chips or those chips? He eats all the chips. He eats too much. He shakes his head. Oh no, he is sick.
So, if you have access to e-tools, they can make the storytelling a bit more interesting, but you can do it with your voice or do it with a CD as well. So the first time we present a sound by just, here is a story. Next, we would listen with actions. So this time we can give actions to fish, chips, apple, more. So they just listen again, but they do actions when they hear, oh, I'm sick. He shakes his head. Okay? That would be the next activity to do. Let's do that together. I'm just going to play the audio. So our actions are, it's time. Okay, so time. It's time for lunch. The man has fish, chips, and an apple. He wants more of those chips. He eats all of the chips. He eats too much. He shakes his head. He feels sick. Blah. Okay? So one of the ways to get students to really listen to a story is to give them action so that they're listening carefully for those words. Okay? Are you ready? Let's play this story.
Track 23, page 63.
Story.
Listen to the story.
Okay, so Madonna, can we mute everyone, please? Mute. Listening, but you do the actions, okay? Or the teacher could be reading, but the students are still listening. Let's play.
Story.
It is time for lunch. The man has fish, chips, and an apple. He wants more chips. These chips or those chips? He eats all the chips. He eats too much. He shakes his head. Oh no, he is sick.
You can do that with any story from any book that you use. I like to do it maybe the first time we have less actions, then we add more actions, play it the second time, add more actions, play the third time, because too many actions is confusing for students. The next time we listen and repeat. This, I find, might be easier with you as the teacher reading because you can make it slow. So, it's time for lunch. It's time for lunch. The man has fish, chips, and an apple. So, when it comes to listen and repeat, I think it's easiest if it's the teacher. You can say it slowly. You don't have to keep stopping and playing and stopping and playing. Yes. Next, I like to do an activity called That's Wrong. If I'm doing this for phonics, it means I read, but I make a mistake with the sound. For example, it's time for lunk. No, is it lunk? Lunk? No, what's the word, everybody? Lunch, good. Let's make the sound ch, ch, ch. Lunch, good. The man has fish. Fish? Is it fish? No, it's fish, fish. So you read the story, but you make the wrong sound. The sound can be very different to make it easy. For example, the man has fip or fin or fim. It's completely the wrong sound. That's for low levels. But if they're a higher level, you could make the sound the opposite one that you're focusing on for today. So for example, okay, everybody. Yeah, so the teacher reads and you say, if I make a mistake, I want you to shout, stop. Okay, what's the mistake? It's fish, 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 not fip, or fib, or fin, whatever you make the sound as. Then you would do what we did before. So then you would present the isolated CH and SH sounds, which would be, I know two letters that make one sound, and then show how to make it with your mouth, ch, 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 or shh. Then vocabulary presentation, ch, op, chop, chop. Rich, rich, rich. And then drilling with C and H go ch, 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 ch. So you do the same things, but either you do the story before or after. In analytic phonics, now you would do the story. Okay. Also, maybe you have a rhyming chant instead of a story, or as well as a story. What do? We follow the same idea. What can you see in the picture? What color is the fish, etc. We listen and chant. Yeah, sorry, we listen to the chant. Let's listen just to get an idea. Again, you can play this through the e-book if you have classware or classroom presentation tools.
Track 24, page 64.
Rhyming chant.
Let's chant. Listen, point, and repeat.
Making lunch at a fish shop. Chop, 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 chop. Brush them, wash them. Oh, I wish I did not smell like fish. P.U. Making lunch at a fish shop. Chop, 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 chop.
For a chant, you use the same activities as you do for a story. So first you ask about the pictures, listen with actions, listen and repeat, and again then you would present the sound. So it's a very similar idea to a story. What are some other ways you could present new sounds in a chant or in a story? Does anybody else have any ideas that they would like to share? Any other ways that you might present a new sound in an activity with a chant or a story? Or perhaps in the Q&A later I'll ask that question again. Just make sure we don't run out of time. Now we come to the checking. We've done the presentation, we've done the drilling, now we're checking. So one of my activities is called same or different. And this is when my students do the actions. This is again something that's good for online learning because I can see in the video screen what's happening. I say two sounds and my students tell me if they are the same or different. Let's try with ch and sh, just because we've been looking at that today. Are you ready? Ch, ch. Same or different? Same or different? Same. Yes, again. Ch, ch. Same or different? Same. Good. Let's try again. Ready? Shh, ch, shh, ch. Same or different? Different. Good. So that's a very simple way you can just get them really focused on listening. That's good for sounds like p and b that sound very similar. What about here? Long or short vowels? Yes, we can do the same. So here, if it's a short vowel, short sound, put your fingers together like this. If it's a long sound, put your fingers apart like this. Are you ready? A, long, good. Ah, short. O, long. Oh, short. We can also see from my mouth a long vowel. Remember, it moves. O or ah. Doesn't move. Ready? I. Long or short? I. Good, like I. What about I? Short. Good. So here we can practice with movement and listening. Another way we can do this is by having a number for each sound, and students show me what the sound is by doing this. So I say shh, shh. Is it number 1 or is it number 2? Can you show me? 2, good job. What color is it? We can also do with colors. What color is ch? What color is ch? It's blue, good, I can lip read. Some of you there, good, blue. So numbers and letters is a good one. You can do this with A, B, C, D. I can go, which number is? Say the sound. That's when I say 2, and you have to say the sound under the number. 2. What's the sound? What sound is number 2? What sound is number 2? It's good if you make it into a chant, because then it doesn't become boring. What sound is number 1? What sound is number 1? Number 1 is ch. Number 1 is very good. What sound is number 2? What sound is number 2? Number 2 is... So whatever kind of chant makes it a bit more interesting. Like this. Another one is, now we're looking at the word. So I say a word, and students do this if it's a ch sound, or sh if it's a sh sound. They have the vocabulary that I've taught them to remind them. The pictures are useful. So students have to listen and identify the sound. Are you ready? Sheep. Sheep. Is it this or is it this? Sheep. It's this. Very good. Sheep. Everybody? Sheep. Very good. What about chin? Chin. Good. It's this. So we have a sound. We have an action for the sound, and we say words, and they have to do the action for the sound that they hear. For low level, I would say it like this. Chin. Chin. What sound is chin? Good. For higher levels, I would just say chin. Chin. What sound is chin? That makes it a bit more difficult. And we can do it the other way around. I say a word and students repeat the sound. So I say chin and students say ch. Shirt. Sh. Sheep. Sh. Yeah. So here it would be chin. Can you say the sound of chin? It's ch. Very good. Chin. Chin. What about this word? Shirt. Shirt. What sound does shirt start with? With sh. Good. We repeat for that. Another song. Of course, songs are more fun than just talking. And this is London Bridge is Falling Down. So it's which word begins with sh, begins with sh, begins with sh. Which word begins with sh, sh, sh. Sheep or shop or whatever they want to say. To make it also, remember with ch and sh we have the end. It's a bit more challenging if they only have 2 words to choose from. Which word ends with sh, ends with sh, ends with sh. Which word ends with sh, sh, sh. You can do the action. Fish, good. Which word ends with ch, ends with ch, ends with ch? Which word ends with ch, ch, ch? Show me the action. Rich. So again, the more actions you have, I use this as a ch, ch. That's the train. That's the Jolly Phonics action. And I do this for the SH sound. So whenever you have an action for a diphthong, then it's easy to use for the song to remind them. Which word ends with sh, ends with sh, ends with sh? Which word ends with sh, sh, sh? And they shout it out to you. Great. Again, what color is it? What color is ch? It's? What color is ch, 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 ch? And I can do the action to help remind them. Ch, 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 ch. Which color is it? Or sh, sh. Which color is it? And here you can get them to show you a pencil of the same color. That's a good way to check answers. They hold up a color pencil. So you can not just hear them, but you can see, because you can't hear everyone. When we look at phonological awareness, we look at these 6 things that we need to do. And we're going to look at alliteration and rhyming. We're going to look at segmentation and blending first. Blending means putting things together, and segmenting means pulling them apart. So a way to help students understand that letters are not the same as sounds is by looking at these sound circles. Okay? So fish has 3 sounds, everybody. Let's do it together. F, E, sh. Good job. F, E, sh. Again. F, E, sh. Good job. F, E, sh. Great. The more repetitive and with rhythms that we can do, then it is always going to be good there. Great. What's this one down here? We can see it as, it's a sheep. Again, 5 letters, but only 3 sounds. Okay? So it's sh, e, p. Sheep. Sh, e, p. Good. Sh, e, p. Good job. Sh, e, well done. Sh, e, p. Good job. Sh, e, p. And we can go slower. Sh, e, p. Good. Sh, e, p. Well done. Sh, e, p. So we can find our target language with our sound circles. Another way to do this is then we introduce the spelling. Let's do it again, everybody. What's this? It's a fish. Good job. Let's break it apart. So let's cut it up. I want to share my fish with everyone. So let's cut it up. Ready? F, E, sh. Good job. F, E, sh. Well done. F, E, sh. Faster. F, E, sh. Good job. So first, I use the letters because I don't want them to, the numbers. I don't want them to be confused by the spelling. So first, numbers, then letters. Okay? We did that before. Now, for digraphs and for consonants like B, C, D, F, G, we can make a little chant of our own that repeats the key sound. So this is, she sees a sheep on the ship, or chicken cheap on the chair. It's a short, simple sentence that repeats the same sound at the beginning of the word, usually. Okay? Every time we do a sh sound, I want you to do this action. Okay? Madana, are you there? Could you please unmute everyone? Please unmute everyone. Yes, okay. So repeat after me, and also we do this every time we say a sh word. Are you ready?
Ready.
She sees a sheep.
She sees a sheep.
She sees a sheep
She sees a sheep
She
on the
sees
ship.
a sheep
Good.
on the
Again.
ship.
She
She
sees a
sees
sheep.
a sheep on the ship.
She
She
sees a
she
sheep on the ship.
sees a sheep on the ship.
Good. We need to be careful of some of these words. Yeah. Ch will be like a train. So chicken, sheep on chair. Oh, we could do this as well, like chop. Chicken
Chicken, sheep
on the
on the
chair.
chair. Chicken's sheep on the
chicken
chair.
sheep on the chair.
Chicken's sheep on the chair. Chicken's sheep on the chair.
Then we can do the blending of both sounds. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yes.
She
She
sees
sees fish,
chicken
chickens, and
and
sheep
sheep.
on the ship.
He says
Anna, can you
fish
mute the
She
sound?
and
sees
sheep
fish,
on
chickens,
the
and sheep on the ship.
He sees fish,
Anna, can you
chickens,
mute,
and
please?
sheep on the ship.
Sound, short sentence. Then, oh, yes. First, we start with one sound in a sentence, and then in the third sentence, we can put the two sounds together. Yeah? And we have the action for each sound. What about for diphthongs? Diphthongs we can use for rhyming, because a diphthong is a vowel sound, and the vowel is usually in the middle of the word. So here we have owl, like brown mouse in my house. So here we can do things like, how now, brown cow? A brown mouse is under the house. The clown's frown is upside down. It's the same sound, but it has two different spellings. It has the OW sound and also the OU, but it's the same sound. Ow, ow, ow. How now, brown cow? Ow, 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 ow. It's a lot of mouth movement. A brown mouse is under the house. You could do a drawing of this to explain it. We start slowly. How now, brown cow? Good. How now, brown cow? Great. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? So you can make up these little rhyming chants very easily. So remember, for digraphs, you're going to be doing it like this, which is the repeated sound. But for diphthongs, you're going to be doing rhyming. Okay? Now finally, this is everything we've done is quite verbal, but we haven't done any writing tasks yet. So one of the things we can do is writing with objects that they can do at home and get the parents to send a photo of this. This is really for nursery or Teka A before they can use a pencil, sorry. So this is something that you can do as a fun for homework. And there's lots of writing activities. Of course, first we start with controlling the pencil for tracing, that kind of thing. There's a ton of writing activities in any kind of good phonics-based series, or even just a series for preschool. Practice. Often we cannot hear all of our students speaking at the same time online, can we? No. So we have to really ask the parents to help us with this. I say to make sure that students are saying the sounds correctly, I would ask the parents to voice or video record a list of words. Maybe my list of words is chop, shop, shape, whatever those words are, and with the pictures, so the students remember what they mean, and then the parents send the recording. What I would do is, to make it very clear, you send a video to the parents doing what you want the students to do. Okay, so hello, mum and dad. This is what I want your students to do. And you read the list of words. They also means they hear them again. So it's mouse, house, brown, cow, and it's just them reading the list of words. That's all we need for phonics, for speaking. You could get them to sing the song. You could ask them to sing the chant. But remember, they're not reading completely at this stage, of course. What do we do for writing? Well, if we have our work book or we have our worksheet, of course, we get parents to send the photo of this. What I like to do is, though, for a teacher to send the instructions via a video, and you show how to do the, okay, everybody, let's color the our words in brown. And so you demonstrate with a video if it's homework. If not, in class is okay. Some people just, we only have a few minutes left, sight words. Sight words happen kind of at the end of phonics. That's not true. Sight words happen towards the end of phonics, where students do not have to go, k, at, cat. It means they can look at the word and not think and know what it means. People ask how many sight words is good for 1 week. 5, I think, is maximum. That means 1 word a day for sight reading. Now, before we ask them to remember the sight reading part of it, they need to know the meaning. So if possible, choose words that are also in your student book. There are lots of different, there's the Dolch sight words that is a standardized list of what some preschool experts think is the correct order because of use and difficulty. But you know, it's teaching, nothing is fixed. I find it more useful to use words that they will use and have learned in class, especially numbers. The numbers like 1 and 2, to read them is very confusing. T, wa, o, one, one. No, it's 1, but it doesn't look like 1. The numbers in English are very confusing, so I would start there as well. Yes. Then we see and say. Drill words by pointing to them with your mouse on the computer. Am, black, eat, for, like. Slower than that, sorry. Am, black, eat, for, like. Again, am, black, eat, for, like. Good job. Am, black, eat, for, like. Do you notice that there are no pictures? I don't want them to remember the word from the picture. I want them to start looking at the letters to read. So for sight reading, we don't generally use pictures, because then I don't know. Do you just remember the vocabulary, or are you reading it? So no pictures, which makes it a little boring, unfortunately. Then step 2 is spell reading. Say the word while pointing to it. Spell the word while pointing to the letters. Say the whole word again. So for example, am, am. Am, am. Everybody? Am, am. Good job. Am, am. Again, am, am. Sorry, I'm confusing myself here. Remember, we're just doing kind of 1 a day, but the first day we look at all 5. Arm tapping. Now here is 1 tap or 1 hand for every letter. Say the word, spell the word. So am, am. Am, am. Black, B-L-A-C-K. Black. B-L-A-C-K. So before sight reading, your students need to know the alphabet. They need to know the names of the letters. So don't start sight reading if they don't know the names of the letters. Eat, E-A-T, eat, E-A-T. Repeat. Matching. Now, students need to match the words, not words to pictures. Why? We are focusing on the letters. They should be able to identify the pattern, either through number of letters or the actual letters. This is a good activity actually for low-level learners, just with letters. Match the two S's, the two F's, the two B's. So for lower kindergarten, you can do this activity just with letters of the alphabet. Now, students look at, it's called table writing, meaning that they just use their finger, no pencil, no pen, to write the word on the table. Now, this is a bit hard doing it online like this. So we might ask them to do a tracing worksheet so we can see what they're doing. But in class, we might practice with am, A, M, am. But for online, we probably need, in a class, we need a worksheet or a tracing worksheet. Now, if students say the word incorrectly, all you do is point to the word, you say it, and then have students repeat it the same as spelling. Don't say no, don't say that's wrong. We can slightly shake our head and say black, B-L-A-C-K, black. Good. So you do it, but then they repeat it. You can do it with them, and then when they're ready, you stop talking, and they should be able to do it. Now, one sentence should be introduced every day for that one word. So Monday is am, Tuesday is black, Wednesday is eat, Thursday is for, and Friday is like. Yep. So we only just introduce one. I am happy. I am happy. So here, they need to see the sentence written, and we repeat. So here, let's say, for example, Monday is, we drill the words by pointing at them, students say the word while teachers point at them, and then we ask, where is am in the sentence? Where is am? Is it this word? Is this word am? Is this word am? No, it's this word. This word is am. Which word here is am? So you get them to identify it. Tuesday, then we move on to the second word. We review the sentence from the day before, etc. Repeat the steps. The 5 steps are see and say, spell reading, arm tapping, air writing, and table writing. Air writing is a bit difficult online, so I kind of cut that step. By Wednesday, you can do this in a different order. Repeat for the rest of the week. Here we can do a small little worksheet where they have to circle the same word. This is again good for early readers, just to identify the same word. For very young, like if you're just starting this, maybe just give them 4 choices. This is something you kind of do in class. In classes, you could just do it with your hands instead of a dice. Okay, everybody, what's this word? Number 4 is am. Good job. What's this word? For. So you can do it with your fingers. If you want more information, plus videos of how to do all of those steps, plus a lot of online games and downloadable printable things for when you're back in the classroom, just go to sightwords.com, and there are a lot of materials there that you can use, including videos demonstrating the steps with children. Okay? Very short, very easy to look at. Again, this link is in your handout, sightwords.com. It's a very easy website to remember. Okay? That is it from me for today. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to hand it back over to Madana. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Todd. So educators, now it's the Q&A session. So if you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box. And if we have more time, if we still have time, then we will do the raise hand features and you can ask directly to Todd. So we already have several questions already in the chat box. I think we'll start with the first one, Todd.
Yes.
Early at the beginning of the session, from Ibu Lia Wijaya. Yes, she asked, is it different between British and American phonics, also with the pronunciation?
Yeah. Some actual sounds are different. For example, my name in British English is Todd, and it's an sound, but American is like it's heart. My name is Todd. It's a slightly flattened sound. So the sounds are for vowels, especially. Vowels can be quite different, especially diphthongs. Consonants are the same, B, C, D, F, G. So it's the vowels. So again, I recommend following the book series that you're using with your students. If you're not using a book series, I would suggest choosing. Most people find American is easier to pronounce. It also has less sounds than British English. So people find for young learners, American is more clear. Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, I confuse people by using two different short U sounds. There's and there's U. It should be as in up or cut. It's an sound. In put is actually it's an O sound, like foot and put and cook and book. It's a short O. So sorry for confusing everyone. The U sound should be So cut, up. Yeah, not like put. Put is actually an O sound. O sound like foot and book and cook. So sorry to confuse everyone. A few people asked about that. Hilda asked about that, and someone else talked about the U sound as well. So I'm sorry for confusing. As in cut is a short U sound. U is a short sound for foot and put and cook, book. Thanks. Thank you for that, Hilda. Sorry. I confuse myself sometimes. Can key chants be done before they can read words? Again, it depends. I have used different approaches to see which works best, and they both work just in different ways. Sometimes I mix it up. So for example, when I'm teaching Teka the first week of the first year, they have no English or no English songs. I just sing a song, I do actions, and all I expect them to do is do the actions. Then next week, the week after, maybe I teach some of those words individually. But eventually, they learn the song because we sing it every lesson, every week. And once we have that song, then I move on to a different song. So with songs and chants, don't worry too much about them understanding everything first. Because if you spend 20 minutes teaching vocabulary before a song, that's pretty boring. And start with songs that are easy, like Oh MacDonald, I can't think of the tune. Oh MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O, that's for the short, that's for the vowel sounds. And everyone likes doing quack, quack, oink, oink. It's just noise making. So don't worry too much about complete comprehension of words for a song first. I don't. I just sing it and they do the actions. Eventually, they know the words. Not a stress. I think that was from Hilda as well.
Yeah,
So
from Effie.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, from Effie Lidiawati. Yeah.
Yes, for kindergarten, spelling of English words. I introduced spelling of words in spelling. They need to know the names of the letters first. So spelling kind of comes after the single sound A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Once that happens, then I would do spelling. So typically, again, if I have 3 letters each week, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, by about 1 month of TECA A, they've learnt enough letters to spell some simple words. So get them to segment. Cat, k, a, t. Cat, C-A-T. Cat. Remember, spelling is a bit different to phonics in terms of how we sound it out. Phonics is k, a, t. Spelling is C-A-T. Spelling comes after phonics awareness of the individual letters. So for kindergarten, spelling in its true form, I would say take a B, even maybe second semester for... so to help with that first, to take an A, okay, everybody, cat, let's break it apart. K, a, t. The sound is what we do before the spelling. So that's what we can already do for TECA A. I do that with TECA A. Let's break it apart. K, a, t. Cat. K, a, t. Cat. They're listening to me break it into sounds. Then once we learn the names of the sounds, k is C, a is A, t is T, then we can do spelling. Yep, great, thank you, I hope that helped. Next, Madana, we have...
From Risa Ramadhani.
Yes, about short and long with an E in the end. Yep, great.
Yeah.
Yes, so I would again, remember before how I had a list of apple, A, ape, yeah, egg, E, eat. I would do the same for CVC. So, for example, cap, and then cape. Cap, A, cape, to show that it's a longer vowel. So it's the same word, 3 letters, plus with an E, it's 4. Back, CK is a diphthong. No, CK is a digraph, and it makes k sound. So back, bake, cap, cape, kit, kite. So I call it the magic E. The magic E, other phonics teachers have a different word for it. Some call it the bossy, like bossy, I tell you what to do. The E tells the other vowel to be long, or some people call it the relaxing E. Oh, so we make it A, bake. So the E makes everyone chill out or relax. There's different ways. Students tend to remember if there's a little story. So it could be the bossy E. Bossy means you should do this, you should do that. Or some people call it the magic E. It makes the other vowel long. Or some people call it like the stretching E. But the best way to teach that is to show the word with 3 letters and then how it sounds with an E in the end. Back, bake, kit, kite, like that. That's how I would do it. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think we can do one more from Hilda. Again from Ibu Hilda Dina Santoja. Can sight words be taught between short vowels, long sound vowels, diphthong for early simple sentences, such as when they have learned F word families, such as pet, cat, and so on? Then we give sight word is. Yeah.
Yes. Basically, if you want to choose your sight word list from the vocabulary or words that you're focusing on, you can. However, typically, people choose sight words because they don't follow regular decoding. So for example, 1, if we ask students to decode, they would pronounce it as one. The number 1, one. So number 1, because it has a very old Latin history, blah, 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 we don't need to go into it, but 1 is irregular. And so sight reading for English learners typically focuses on those words that don't make sense. Like once upon a time, once. No, it makes no sense. So two. Two. Two is how it looks if we... Okay, let's stretch two out. T, w, oh. That's not two. So the Dolch words particularly, that system teaches the common words that don't follow spelling rules. You can mix it up. You can put one or two of your words in from your week plus one or two of the Dolch words. It would definitely make it easier for students to remember if they all follow the same consonant-vowel blend or double consonant blend or diphthong or digraph. But sometimes sight reading is about not decoding. So there's two schools of thought about that. The sightwords.com website gives you more theory about why they've chosen those words, but it's typically for words that are irregular. Yes.
Right. Well, I think we are at the end of our session, so yeah, it's almost time. So
no problem.
We have to end the Q&A session.
Sorry, Madon, I can just answer one more from listener Wati because it's an easy question.
Okay.
To spell the word for kindergartner, spell it long or short vowel. If you are teaching phonics, we would say it by sound. So k, at, k, at. But if then after they know the sounds, they need to know the names of the sound. So C-A-T. Depends what you've taught them. There's really no necessarily right or wrong answers, but typically students find it easier to make the sound than to say the name. So k, at is what I would do for Teka A, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G would be for Teka B, typically. Depends how long I have with them each week, depends that kind of thing. How many hours of English they have, yeah. Okay?
Okay, all right. So since it's time, unfortunately, we have to end the Q&A session. But don't worry, if you still have any question, you can deliver it afterward. So thank you, Mr. Todd, for the wonderful and informative session today about master the knowledge to teach phonics online more interactive and creatively for preschool. Now I still have some information to share to all of you regarding the download links for today's material and so on. But before that, we have a group photo session to do. So Mr. Ludi will help with the group photo session.
Cherry Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bapak Ibu boleh tolong dinyalakan videonya yang belum menyalakan video.
Yes.
Kita akan foto dulu, nanti fotonya akan kita kirimkan ke grup WhatsApp Bapak Ibu ya. Silakan Bapak Ibu yang belum nyala. Miss Mayfi Cahyadi boleh tolong dinyalakan. Kemudian Marini SD Alfala tolong dinyalakan. Mr. Fidianti, Miss Canberra London tolong dinyalakan videonya. Oke. Ya, kita foto ya Bapak Ibu ya. Oke, page pertama dulu ya. Ya, gayanya Bapak Ibu. Gayanya 1, 2. Oke, bentar. Oke Bapak Ibu, kita lanjut ke yang berikutnya ya. Ganti gaya, 1, 2. Oke, sekali lagi. 1, 2. Oke, terima kasih Mardana, silakan.
Thank you, Mr. Ludi. Again, the photo will be sent to the WhatsApp group. So, now, can we give a big round of applause again for Mr. Todd Cordy? Yay, silent applause. Okay. Okay, so hopefully by this session, all of you participants are enlightened and have your mind refreshed, especially for teaching ideas in online classroom. Now I am going to share with you the link for today's material. All of you have been waiting for. Yes, this is the link for today's materials. We will also share it on the chat box. Okay, take a few minutes. Also, next, we would like for all of you to kindly spend 2 minutes to fill in our online feedback form. The link and the QR code are displayed on the screen. Bapak dan Ibu, saat ini sudah tertera di layar Anda untuk tautan feedback form online dan juga QR code. Mohon bantuannya untuk mengisi dan kami berikan waktu sekitar 2 menit. We would like to display again the link for the attendance form. Please access the online form and make sure to fill it carefully on your full name and active email address. Ya, Bapak dan Ibu yang belum mengisi formulir kehadiran pada awal sesi hari ini, berikut kami tampilkan kembali tautan formulir kehadiran. Mohon agar dapat diisi sekarang dan diperhatikan untuk mengisi nama lengkap dan alamat email agar tidak ada kesalahan. Karena jika tidak, maka nanti akan berdampak kepada e-sertifikat yang Bapak dan Ibu akan dapatkan. Kami berikan waktu sekitar 1 menit, ya. Oke. Alright. Yeah, can we mute? Okay, so thank you very much for your feedback. Educators, if you do still have any more questions or want to deliver ideas to Mr. Todd Cordy, please contact the email address as shown in the screen. Yes.
Sorry, a lot of people are saying that the feedback form link and the attendance form link are the same.
All right. Okay, Ludi's just resend it. Okay.
The materials link is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the feedback and the attendance look the same.
Right. So, thank you, Todd. Mr. Ludi just resent the link, so if everyone can access it, sorry. So, okay, we'll pause for a bit. Again, please stay. We still have a few things, a few more information to give to all of you. Now, okay. Okay. Right.
No, this way.
Okay. All right. So I think we can move on. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone, for your feedback. It will be a good contributions for us in improving our quality and to serve you better in the future.